Over the last few days, there's been quite a lot that has happened in the crypto market. A lot of good and a lot of bad. So today's video, I want to break down what's going on with Bitcoin, overall crypto market, as well as key information that just came out about crypto ETFs and what's going on with Cardano. So starting off with Bitcoin and the overall market, we're seeing that right now Bitcoin is trading just below the 200-day moving average. It's right around $27,000 per coin, and the 200-day moving average is a key level historically. We'd like to see that Bitcoin can break above this level. So that is that orange line right here. Right now, that is right around $28,000 per coin, and Bitcoin is trading at 27. So we do need to see a bit of a rally, but on the weekly charts, if we see a breakout and see Bitcoin break above that level, that would be a historically very bullish sign. Right now, we just have been trading sideways for the last few weeks, so I am expecting a move pretty soon. When we're looking at what's going on with Bitcoin, historically, October is a very bullish month. So this is a good sign leading up into the next few weeks that we're right around the 200-day moving average, and that historically October is a bullish month, because when you're looking at historical data, since 2013, there's only been 2 months in the red for 2 years where there has been an October in the red for Bitcoin. So when you're looking at the chart, you can see that nearly every single October, we have seen a massive rally in Bitcoin's price. So this would be something that I'd like to see happen again. And this, combined with the fact that there's a lot of catalysts in the market with ETFs, with what's going on with the US government, all of this could be exactly what we need to start the next wave of the bull market, hopefully leading up into Bitcoin halving in April, May of 2024. In addition to this, when we're looking at Bitcoin halving, I wanted to quickly interrupt today's video to bring you a word from our channel partner, NFpad. NFpad is the ultimate crypto launchpad that offers guaranteed allocations, a thriving community, educational resources, exciting giveaways, and a voice in which projects are on the platform. Unlike many other crypto launchpads, NFpad understands the value of affordability. Therefore, they've lowered the entry cost to make it easier for everyone to access their launchpad. You don't need thousands of dollars to get started, and there are no token lockups like almost all other launchpads have. All you need to do is head over to the subscription section on their website and pick the plan that suits your needs, either their quarterly or their yearly plan. With quarterly plan, you get guaranteed allocation, educational content, and giveaways, and with their yearly plan, you get a discounted price over the course of a year, and along with that, you get guaranteed allocation, educational content, giveaways, free token airdrops, and voting on projects. On top of all this, NFpad is very selective in which projects they take on. They focus on high-quality projects with a lot of potential and allow people on their launchpad to invest in seed rounds. This is a huge deal because most projects in the crypto space only let angel investors and VCs get involved in seed rounds, but with NFpad, they allow you to do that as well. So if you're looking to receive free airdrops, learn more about crypto, and get into crypto projects earlier than you can with almost any other project in the space, well, it's definitely worth checking out NFpad using the link in the description. Anyways, let's get back to the program. Bitcoin halving, there's a key thing going on with this, and that is that Bitcoin halving is going to raise the efficient Bitcoin mining cost to $30,000 per coin. And what's important here is that Bitcoin miner competition is been exploding over the last few years. And if you look at historical data, you can see the mean hash rate, which is ultimately like the combined processing power deployed on the blockchain. It's basically how difficult it is to mine Bitcoin, has been consistently increasing over the last few years. You can see that there have been more and more people getting involved in the Bitcoin mining space. That is that mean hash rate. So over the last few years, there's been a lot of institutions, a lot of individuals just continuing to buy more Bitcoin miners, continuing to get into the space, and we have seen an all-time record high for Bitcoin mean hash rate. So ultimately, there's more competition now than ever in the Bitcoin mining space, and this is both good news and bad news, because good news is that we're seeing a lot of competition, a lot of people eager to get involved in Bitcoin mining. But the bad news is that we have seen that the mean estimated production cost for Bitcoin mining, ultimately think of it this way, like the way the price Bitcoin needs to be for Bitcoin miners to be profitable is estimated to be at $30,000 per coin at the next Bitcoin halving. So right now, it's around $15,500 per coin. When the Bitcoin halving takes place, it's going to become twice as difficult to mine Bitcoin, ultimately increasing that production cost by 2. So this is both a good sign and a bad sign. The good news with that is that we likely will see Bitcoin's price rally because Bitcoin miners historically are not mining Bitcoin if we see the price below the production cost. The bad sign with that is that it's going to put a lot of stress on Bitcoin mining companies. They're not going to be profitable if Bitcoin's price is below $30,000 per coin. So all of this is like both a good and a bad, but just keep that in mind that Bitcoin mining is probably not going to be profitable unless Bitcoin is above $30,000 per coin come the 2024 halving. Last thing with Bitcoin before we get into like ETFs and Cardano is that recently Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong came out actually today. And in an interview with CNBC, he said that he's surprised that Bitcoin is trading above $20,000 per coin, considering what's going on in the regulatory environment with Bitcoin. He said during a CNBC interview that there's a lot of frustration among many Americans over the absence of clear rules on cryptocurrencies. Not only that, but with Bitcoin ETFs and why they haven't like spot Bitcoin ETFs haven't been approved yet. And he says that's pushed significant segments of the industry offshore. In addition to this, he says with the regulatory issues between SEC versus Coinbase, like I said, ETFs and the SEC, what we're seeing with FTX and the FTC, he said all these factors have made it very difficult for the crypto market and crypto space in the US. And so as a result of this, he's actually pretty surprised and bullish on where crypto is right now, considering what is going on. He said he would really expected Bitcoin to be below $20,000 per coin, and this is honestly a good sign in my opinion, because if he were expecting prices to be lower at this point, but we're seeing a lot of resilience in the market, that ultimately is showing the strength of the crypto space, and that despite what's going on with regulators, people are still excited to be involved. Now let's switch gears a bit and talk about some bad news. So some of the bad news is that Chase UK officially announced that starting October 16th, they're going to be blocking crypto payments from their customers. They cited fraud and scams as the main reason why. They said ultimately if you're making a payment related to crypto assets, they're going to decline it. They sent this in an email to their customers and they said, look, you could transfer your money to a different bank or provider if you want to invest in crypto, but if you're using Chase Bank, and you're a UK client, starting October 16th, you are not going to be able to make crypto-linked payments via debit card or outgoing bank transfers. They said ultimately that they're committed to keeping their customers' money safe and secure. There's been a lot of issues with crypto scams targeting UK customers recently, so that is why they decided to ban it outright. Now, let's talk about ETFs. So now we have seen that a Bloomberg analyst came out on Twitter and he said that Ethereum futures ETFs could start trading as early as next week. He said the reason for this is that it looks like the SEC is going to let a bunch of Ethereum futures ETFs potentially launch next week because they would want to get that through before a government shutdown. This was in a response to what another analyst said on Twitter, where he said hearing the SEC wants to accelerate the launch of Ethereum futures ETFs because they want it off their plate before the shutdown. So they've asked filers to update their documents by Friday this week so they can get go like and launch Monday and trade Tuesday. So we'll see what happens here, but this could be a positive catalyst, help to propel Bitcoin above that $28,000 per coin range that we said earlier, which is a key resistance right now for the crypto market. Last thing I do want to go over is with Cardano. Cardano recently has seen big changes in terms of whale accounts. Recently, there's been a $3 billion uptick in large transactions on the Cardano blockchain. According to data from Into the Block, it indicates a significant increase in large transactions on September 25th for Cardano's blockchain. You can see right here that it has that massive spike where prior to the 25th of September, it was consistently trading around, consistently had a volume of around $4 to $4.5 billion. But then on September 25th, there was that massive increase to $7.4 billion. So like a $2.5 to almost $3 billion increase in volume. We didn't see much of a change in terms of Cardano's price, but many people are saying that this is a good sign. We're seeing whales make some big moves. That could be the next catalyst to help propel Cardano back above that key resistance of 30 cents per coin. So there's a lot of stuff happening in the crypto market right now, a lot of good, a little bit of bad, and these are things you need to be aware of as a crypto investor to help you make your decisions.